In this video, I am talking Bumbu Spiced Rum. So if you want to know all about it, what it tastes like, what it smells like, what recommended highballs, mixers work very well with this, and cocktail stoves, stay tuned. Hey Spiced Rum fans, I am Steve the Barman, and I'm hoping that these videos will help you drink, serve and enjoy better quality spiced rum drinks. So if you want to know all about spiced rum, stay tuned to this channel, hit me up with the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you are drinking, what your favourite spiced rums are. Let me know spiced rums you want me to feature in the future. Let me know what kind of random mixes that you mix with spiced rums, because I've got quite a lot here, but there's so many that you can play with now. So drop me notes in the comments below. Tell me all about your little spiced rum worlds. And if you want to chat to other people that love spiced rum, there's a little Facebook community now that's growing steadily, still pretty small, but growing steadily. It's called the Spiced Rum Club. Short link is stblive.uk/Spiced Rum Club. That'll take you direct to the group. It's not my group, but I've kind of joined and joining in with the fun, posting quite regularly. This is Bumbu, and this is a 35%er. So, not officially a spiced rum. This is spiced rum based spirit drink. However, the only bone of contention for me, if you are producing a 35% spirit based drink, then don't price it as a premium rum. £28. £28. When I come back, I've just filmed Bounty, which comes all the way from St Lucia. It's a cracking spiced rum, less than £20, 40% ABV. However, ignoring all that, ignoring the price, ignoring the ABV, what does the actual liquid taste like? Because that is essentially the only thing that matters with our drinks. So let's tell you a bit more about it. So Bumbu is a Bayesian spiced rum, Barbados. The rums are kind of distilled over there in Barbados, and they are using sugar cane from all over the West Indies. They kind of source the sugar cane from different islands and the mainland as well, just to kind of get the best of the best and then distill it to make their base rum. Right, so we haven't got too much of marketing going on here, not too much of a story. The only thing I can tell you about is the brand, where it comes from, Bumbu. Bumbu is the kind of technical West Indian name given to a grog, kind of a blend of different spices. And it kind of dates back to the old sort of pirate era. Kind of lots of different rums blended together, lots of different spices. So that's what the brand name is all about. Bumbu is literally translates into lots of different spices. So what does it smell like? Right, so smell wise, we're going, when I say sweet, we're going right to the other end of the sweet scale. This for me does smell really, really sweet. I get a lot of caramel coming off there, bits of vanilla. The one thing it kind of does remind me of, I get a little bit, because I get a little bit of toffee on there as well, I get kind of the whole banoffee fire. It's one of my favourite desserts. That's what it kind of reminds me of. I don't get too much citrus or anything like that. I'm just getting that whole kind of caramel, vanilla, toffee thing going on with that. That's what it smells like. Right, so taste-wise, this is really quite interesting. A lot sweeter. The last video that came out, Bounty, a hell of a lot sweeter than Bounty. A lot of caramel has been added to that caramel sweetness. So a lot of sugar has been added to that. But the interesting thing, I think, the thing I get off that, I kind of get little hints of a sort of chocolate, banana going off there. The banoffee thing really kind of comes through for me. I don't get an alcohol bite at all, which is expected for a 35%er. You know, it's just the kind of sipping liqueur in that sort of sense of the word. But it has got quite a decent sort of spice balance to it. You know, it's not going down as a sickly sweet. It's going down with that kind of little bit of spicy, peppery, allspice kind of kick going down the back of your throat. For me, the finish is actually very smooth. quite sweet, but actually quite light. Now, the reason I say light is the one that jumps into my head when I taste that is Lamb's Spiced Rum. Lamb's has a lovely taste to it. I think it was only a 30% ABV, so even more of a liqueur than what that is. However, it did kind of have that kind of cloying thickness, syrupy sweetness to it, and that is a step up from that. It's actually, even though it's got that sweetness and that sugar added to it, I would say that's actually quite a light finishing spiced spirit-based drink, if you want to call that. It's actually quite pleasant to drink neat. So for me, what mixes well with that as a highball, as a long mixed drink? Well, because of the sweetness, and I know there's a couple of you that are going to be watching this that have already hit me up in the comments saying this is your favourite spiced rum and coke. For me, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to disagree with you guys. I think the sweetness, the same with the kind of the Lambs as well, is too sweet to hold up the coke. For me, it's just you need that little bit of bite or that little bit of fruitiness just to take away from the sweetness for me. So yes, while if we're going to score it out of 5, I would give something like that a solid. Let's make sure you see that. Not you need to explain it. It's Coca-Cola. I'm going to give that a sort of solid 3.5 out of 5. You know, it is just too sweet for me. Then also, because of the sweetness, I'm scoring these slightly higher than Coke. I'm giving these both a 4 out of 5s in the grand scheme. I never give 2s and 1s or anything like that. You know, you've all got your own opinions. You've all got different palates. I don't need to give a 2 out of 5 or a 1 out of 5. That's just absolutely ludicrous. For me, these are kind of 4 out of 5 drinks. Absolutely, really tasty. But you can do better, in my opinion. So this is Fentiman's Tropical Soda, Schweppes Muscovado Mixer. They do work, but just not quite right. But for me, they are better than Coca-Cola. So in second place, this is where I'm going for second place. This is Old Jamaica's Pineapple Soda. I think because of the banoffee and the toffee kind of element in that, that just works exceptionally well with pineapple. You need that little bit of extra sweetness from this, compared to the Fentiman's Tropical Soda, just to kind of balance the sort of pineapple toffee thing going on. So for me, that's my second favourite pick. But for me, where this came out in its own and just was an exceptional long mixed drink, highball serve, whatever you want to call it. This is Corsten Press apple and ginger juice. Pressed apple, bit of ginger in there. Absolutely lovely. The ginger is fire enough to balance out the kind of sweetness in there. The apple juice kind of just works well with toffee. Go and try this, Corsten Press. Most supermarkets will have this. It's quite an expensive juice. It's over a couple of quid, £2.40 I think for a litre, something like that. But oh boy, for me, for my palate, and I've got quite a fruity, sort of sweeter palate compared to most people, hands down. Hands down. If that's your favourite, try that and then come back to me, because I think you will be converted. If you really love that, if you're a Bumbu diehard fans, try it with that. Let me know in the comments below which you prefer. Right, cocktail o'clock. I'm going to stop mentioning this in videos soon. Hopefully you're slightly getting the rhythm now. Cocktails are not coming in the videos. Cocktails are going on my Instagram stories at Steve the Barman. They should get featured on the same day the videos go live. If not, it will be the next day. So go and check me out, Instagram at Steve the Barman, and all the old ones you will see in my highlights reel as well.